What's up, guys? Welcome to the line change. And in this particular video, we're going to be asking the question, could the Vancouver Canucks take advantage of the Dallas Stars' current cap situation going into this offseason? Now, for context, the Dallas Stars going into this offseason only have $4.9 million available in cap space, which is pretty darn tight. So we're going to be looking at an article from our friends at Canucks Army, and we're going to beg the question, could the Canucks take advantage of a cap-strapped Stars team this offseason and maybe pilferage from their roster and, fill in some of the gaps that the Canucks currently have? So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Actually, before we do that, let me thank my sponsor, Gassy Jack Art, and then we'll dive into it. So a big thank you to my sponsor, Gassy Jack Art. Gassy Jack Art produces hockey prints on archival paper and canvas that have been rated to last over 100 years. Their product range features a variety of players from different teams, including the Edmonton Oilers, Montreal Canadiens, Toronto Maple Leafs, Calgary Flames, Colorado Avalanche, and your Vancouver Canucks, as well as more. They also have non-hockey related prints as well. Currently, they have film ones that are pickup only. So if you're in the Vancouver area and would like some film prints / canvas prints, they're only available for pickup. You can find the details at gassyjackart.com. But right now, they have a end of season sale going on where you get 2 prints and an additional 2 prints for free. So basically, if you add 4 prints to your cart, 2 of them will be free. I'm not kidding. I've already taken advantage of this deal and have gotten 4 prints myself. I'm currently expecting 4 more prints, and they are absolutely amazing prints. Just the detail that Jack does with these. As you can see in the picture in front of you, I'm showing up the 4 prints that I chose. You have the Connor Garland, the famous Bieksa stanchion moment. You have the Quinn Hughes one, which is absolutely incredible, especially with the jersey behind him. And then, of course, one of my personal favorite Vancouver Canucks players, Andre Kuzmenko. I just had to get myself some koozie as well. I'm expecting 4 more, as I mentioned. I'll likely be doing a unboxing video for the second set that I get. So stay tuned for that. But definitely check out Gassy Jack Art. You can find him on Instagram. Just search Gassy Jack Art. You should be able to pop up. And if you want, let them know that I sent you. But yeah, end of season sale. Add 4 prints to your cart. Get 2 of them for free. Go ahead, check them out, gassyjackart.com. You're not going to regret it. So let's get into this topic, and in particular, the question of could the Canucks take advantage of a cap-strapped Stars team this offseason? It's going to be a busy offseason for Vancouver Canucks upper management. They have a few holes on this roster that need fixing, and none bigger than their void at second-line center. However, as president of Hockey Ops, Jim Rutherford said in his exit meetings, it'll be expensive, but it would be more expensive not to acquire a second-line center. The free agent pool looks bleak. The best available UFA centers heading into free agency are Sam Bennett, who is most likely to re-sign with Florida. I think I saw that they're already talking extension talks. John Tavares and Matt Duchene. Seems like John Tavares is more keen on staying in Toronto. And Matt Duchene himself has mentioned that he would like to stay in Dallas, but more on Duchene in a bit. Tavares has expressed a strong interest in returning to Toronto while Bennett and the Florida Panthers have mutual interest in an extension, so it's probably safe to take them off of the Canucks' radar. This leaves Duchesne. The former first-round pick has expressed a desire to return to Dallas, but also said that things are a little different this year. Duchesne played with the Stars under one-year deals in the previous 2 years. Now, after an 82-point season and at the age of 34, Duchesne likely wants to cash in on his final big ticket of his career. But that's where things get a little murky for a return to Texas, which begs us the question now. Can the Canucks take advantage of the Stars? As I mentioned at the top of this video, the Dallas Stars have just $4.95 million in cap space, which is going to be a problem when they have Duchesne, Michael Granlund, Evgeny Dadonov, Maverick Bourque, and captain Jamie Benn to resign. Not to mention they are likely looking to upgrade their right side defense, as they have only Matt Dumba and Ilya Lyubushkin under contract for next season. The Stars have a lot of players to re-up and a big hole on the right side to fix, with not a lot of money to do so. So could the Canucks take advantage of a cap-strapped Stars? By that we mean via trade. The Stars have 8 forwards under contract heading into next season. Mikko Rantanen, Roope Hintz, and Wyatt Johnston are all locked up until at least 2030, so they are likely untouchable. But there are a few other players that could be expendable. The rumor mill is already starting to churn about Jason Robertson and how his name is out there on the trade market. We did a video on that. If you're feeling up to it, go ahead and check that out. You can find that actually right here. We don't just talk about Jason Robertson. We also talk about Mason Marchment, who I believe is in this article as well. We have here a tweet from Jeff Merrick from the NHL Rumor Report talking about Jeff Merrick, saying a lot of people are saying the Stars are thinking of making Jason Robertson trade to create cap space, flexibility, and reacquire draft capital. This is coming from the sheet. Jeff Merrick's podcast that he has. Go ahead and check that out. You're not going to regret it. Could the Canucks go after Robertson? He's not the center they desire, but they also need another top 6 forward with offensive chops to help carry the load up front. Robertson has 4 straight seasons of 79 or more points and could pair nicely with the age of this group, 25, alongside Elias Pettersson. The Canucks will need to be sure he will sign an extension after next season, but the risk could be worth the reward. Mason Marchment is another name reportedly out there. He's a little more difficult to move as he carries a 10-team no-trade clause. The 6'5" middle 6 winger is known for his physical play over offensive punch. He would be an upgrade on what the Canucks currently have, but in terms of them bringing in a high-profile top 6 contributor, Marchment doesn't necessarily fit that bill, nor a center. Another name we could bring up is Tyler Seguin. At 33 years old and holding a $9.85 million cap hit, this might not be the most attractive target, but Seguin could be a cap casualty in Dallas that the Canucks could squeeze out another asset out of coming the other way. He's been playing the wing for the past few seasons, but has multiple seasons of experience at center in the NHL. Despite the few down seasons, he has maintained a second-line role in Dallas. Last season, he was a point per game, 21 in 20 games, and has registered over 49 points in 3 straight seasons before last, despite not playing a full 82-game season. So his offensive skill is still there, and he could fill a void in Vancouver. The only problem would be his full no-movement clause, but we've seen players waive their clauses to help teams in a cap crunch before, so that isn't entirely out of the realm of possibilities. Now we're going to talk about Maverick Bourque, who is a RFA that the Stars may not be able to hang on to as well. He's been rumored to be a hot offer sheet candidate this summer. According to AFP Analytics, the 22-year-old is projected to make $1.9 million over a 2-year extension. A team making an offer sheet for Bourque would likely pay up to $2.3 million, which is the highest possible salary for a third-round pick compensation. If the Stars were to match that contract, they would be just under half of their current available cap space. That's likely too rich a contract for them to pay, given their situation. Could the Canucks try and package a deal where the Stars send them Seguin with his full cap hit, barring he waives his trade protection, and attach Bork, who they may lose to an offer sheet, and perhaps upgrade their right side defense? The Canucks have a few young options that could entice the Stars to get that done. Victor Mancini or Tom Willander. Now, the Stars do have a few buyout options. However, they both come on the right side of their defense. If the Stars bought out the final year of Dumba's $3.75 million deal, they would save $2.3 million on the cap next season. And if they were to buy out the Bushkin's last 2 years of his $3.25 million deal, they would save $2.391 on the cap next season. That would give them $4.725 additional cap space, $4.725 thousand additional cap space, bringing their available cap space to $9.6. That could be enough to bring back two of Ben, Duchesne, or Granlund. However, that would leave them with 0 right shot defensemen under contract, so that likely isn't the direction they will go down. Regardless of what route the Stars go down this offseason, they have no choice but to part ways with some good forwards, and the Canucks definitely have an opportunity to reap the benefits and take advantage of the cap straps Stars, but will they? Which of these star players would you like to see the Canucks go after this offseason? Let me know in the comment section down below who you would pick. If I had to choose, I really like the idea of Maverick Bourque. Once again, he's a young center at 22 years old, so he fits in with the Canucks' age range when it comes to what they're looking for. They're looking for early to mid 20s. I do like the idea of Tyler Seguin, despite his age and him being a little older. I've also always been a fan of Tyler Seguin, not just because him and I both share the same name, but I've even liked him dating back to his days in Boston, believe it or not. Mason Marchment, I don't mind, him being 6'5". People were talking about the Canucks need size. Mason Marchment fits that bill. Obviously, who wouldn't want Jason Robertson? I'm also really big on Matt Duchesne. And I know I'm not the only one who's big on Matt Duchesne. Yes, Matt Duchesne is a little bit older, much like Tyler Seguin, but this is Matt Duchesne we're talking about. He had 82 points last year at the age of 34. So, and this is likely his, final contract of his career. What better way than to have him with the Canucks? He's a former first-round pick, as was mentioned, and I just like the idea of Matt Duchesne. I remember him from his days in Colorado. But let me know in the comment section down below who on this list do you guys like? Who would you pick? And do you think the Canucks will take advantage of the Dallas Stars' current cap situation? As I mentioned, let me know in the comment section down below what you think. And as always, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to stay up to date on all your Canucks content, whether that's Abbotsford Canucks, Vancouver Canucks, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single video. You can find us on social media. You can find us on Facebook. Just search The Line Change. You can find us on Instagram at The Line Change. You can find us on X at Line Change Van. You can find us on TikTok at the.line.change.po. And feel free to give us a follow on all of our social media platforms. Also, if you prefer an audio version of this podcast, you can find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. On Spotify, feel free to give us a follow as well, and also rate and review us. It's, of course, greatly appreciated. But that's going to do it for me in this video. Once again, let me know in the comment section down below Who from this list would you guys want the Canucks to try and finagle away from the Dallas Stars? Is there somebody not on this list that you would like? Be sure to put that down in the comment section down below. And as always, let's go Canucks. Go Canucks, go. Keep bleeding blue. And I'll see you guys in the next video.